Gen Z tries to cancel Cannibal Corpse. Now, I know this isn't the most fresh story, but I'm going to talk about it regardless. So, breaking it down, who are Gen Z? Now, researchers and popular media use the mid to late 1990s as the starting birth years and the early 2010s as the ending birth years, with the generation most strictly being defined as people born between 1997 and 2012. Now, Cannibal Corpse are a death metal band, but you're probably thinking to yourself, what is death metal? So, death metal is an extreme subgenre of heavy metal music. It typically employs heavy, distorted, and low-tuned guitars, played with techniques such as palm muting and tremolo picking, deep grounding vocals, aggressive, powerful drumming, and also features double kick and blast beat techniques, minor keys or abrupt tempo, and time signature changes, as well as chromatic chord progressions. In regards to the lyrics of death metal, the typical themes you'll likely to come across are references to slasher film violence, political conflict, religion, nature, philosophy, true crime, and science fiction. They have been going since their first album, Eating Back to Life, which was released in 1990, and the most recent album, Chaos Horrific. And they've released many albums in between those two releases. But in regards to the themes that Cannibal Corpse deal with is necrophilia, gore, death, torture, cannibalism, and zombies. So now, in regards to the subject matter of this video, Gen Z trying to cancel Cannibal Corpse. Here's my take on it. I don't think Gen Z could cancel Cannibal Corpse, and it's because they've been going for so long, they've garnered slash create being able to create an audience for this style of music, well, for their style, for the music that they create. Metal's been going since before 1990, and since then there's been many bands that have come and gone. So it's kind of interesting that it's kind of interesting that these individuals of Gen Z would pick Cannibal Corpse to be cancelled in particular. But I think I know why, and I think it's probably down to the imagery. But I'm thinking about the imagery of Cannibal Corpse's albums, and alright, it's definitely on the extreme side. But you know what else is also on the extreme side? Some horror films, and a recent example of a horror film that could be actually like really extreme and over the top is the Terrifier trilogy, and in particular Terrifier 3, which was released this year a little while ago, and it went on to become one of the most successful films at the box office. And bear in mind that this was a film on an independently made film, so no major backing, but yet it did so well. And I think the major lesson from that film, Terrifier, is it doesn't matter how much money you put into something, it's about what you do in order to make the final outcome, in order to reach the final outcome, which is what matters. Gen Z are entitled to their opinion. They don't have to listen to death metal, let alone Cannibal Corpse. Like, heavy metal is so big that they're bound to find something that they will like. And this isn't, I'm not, just for the record, I'm not picking on Gen Z as a whole. I'm only just focusing on those that are anti-Cannibal Corpse and want them to be cancelled. Which, again, I don't think that anybody can cancel Cannibal Corpse, because I'm pretty sure they've come across this issue, probably familiar with this story, and I bet they probably don't care. Just like Cannibal Corpse fans and fans of death metal or even heavy metal just don't care either. So in closing, Gen Z are entitled to their opinion. Cannibal Corpse are gonna just Cannibal Corpse. Their fans are gonna still listen to the albums. Death metal is still gonna be around, as well as heavy metal. And that's all I have to say about that.